All right, it's time for Ask the Analyst here on the Suburban 407 Sports Cave, where you guys get to ask these guys your questions about what's going on. So we're going to get to your tweets. And again, if you want us to read something, tweet at us with the hashtag 7SportsCave, and we'll try to get to it. So Tom Vocal tweeted at us saying, time to question Avila. Two bad acquisitions in Pelfrey and Lowe and letting Maben go, which we talked about earlier, and he says those are bad moves. What do you guys think?
Well, Pelfrey obviously was horrible because it was a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
And even if you wanted to take a chance on him, why you would sign him for 2 years is absurd. Mark Lowe, it's kind of interesting that he signed with the Mariners already after. Look, the Tigers are eating $13 million this year, and that's part of the reason why it would have been really tough if Sanchez didn't show any hope the last 2 weeks of spring training that they would have had to eat that contract too. So yeah, that was a bad move, those free agent signings. And the Maben thing, like I said, based on spring training thus far, Maben has not done anything with the Angels. He basically had a career year last year.
No, it was here. He has to be here to be that effective.
I know.
If he were here. But I think that getting rid of Lowe and Pelfrey also says you're not just going to trot him back out there. So I think you knew when to cut bait. And give Avila credit for that is saying, I'm not going to put him back out there. We know what we have.
Give the organization credit for allowing them to eat that much money.
Exactly.
All right, I had to laugh at this one because somebody tweeted us asking who would be a great pick for the Pistons in the upcoming draft. So we're at that point, people. We are talking about
when's your first mock come out?
Yeah.
Too early. No, the combine is in June. The Summer League is in July, so we'll get a little bit better sense of what all of that stuff means. But I would say they would look at another point guard. Ben Oudry is getting up there. He's 35 now. Ish Smith is a backup. I don't see him as a career starter, a guy that you give the ball to. Yeah,
he's there.
I think there are some options that they have at point guard.
Don't they need somebody who could shoot, though, also? Like Monk?
Well, they need a lot of things. But if they're going to be picking somewhere around 10, 11, 12 in the draft, all of those top guys that they're looking at, they might. I've seen some stuff with Miles Bridges saying that he might fall to that point. He's maybe a different version of Stanley Johnson. Maybe. They've got some options there, and where they would be picking if they don't make the playoffs, they could get a good, talented young player there.
Okay, so sticking with the Pistons, Robin asked, will the Pistons move downtown be good for their game? I mean, I don't think that moving locations can switch what you got in the locker room, but I think there's going to be a lot of excitement around the team.
There'll maybe more of a buzz in the arena, at least at the beginning.
It's a different buzz, and I think the Palace has always had that northern Oakland County feel to it, and the desire is to get more city folks in there, maybe some more downriver folks who wouldn't travel before.
Canadians.
I don't think that's going to impact how the game is played.
Canadians do love traveling for basketball.
That's right.
The Raptors
from Toronto. From Toronto.
Yes.
When they play Toronto on Wednesday, it's going to be a nice contingent of.
So what's it? We the North.
We are the North coming down.
Yes, we are the North. All right, we're going to be right back for our final thoughts, so to speak. We're going to talk a little bit about the Joe. Take a little trip down memory lane since the last game there is not that far away. We'll be right back.